Let me start with the DDG acting skills. DDG acting skills, do you know the process of appointing CEOs in the SITAs?
Press the button.
Yes, precisely.
Are you aware that there were CEOs in SITAs that have been appointed recently for a period of 5 years?
Yes, in terms of the act, they were.
Did they follow that process?
The regulation does provide for that.
The regulation says there must be a recruitment process, and then the accounting authority must recommend 3 names to the minister. But that doesn't mean there must not be a recruitment process. Do you agree with me, DDG?
Not fully.
DDG, the accounting authorities are new, you agree? And they are just appointed now.
Yes.
To say that we want to appoint this CEO for an additional period of 5 years. There was no recruitment process, there was no advert, there was no shortlisting process, there was no selection committee, but 3 names. In fact, even worse, in some of them, they only recommended 1 name, and the minister then appointed those people as CEO for a period of 5 years. Was a recruitment process followed in the appointment of these current CEOs?
Honorable Lonzi, that's why I'm saying to you, there are new AAs that are incoming.
I'm talking about the CEOs that have now been appointed for an additional 5 years. I'm asking a very straightforward question. Was a recruitment process followed?
It couldn't be followed.
Okay, so the recruitment process was not followed.
For the extension, because there's a regulation.
That's fine. There was no national advert to invite candidates to apply for the position. Was there? I assume there wasn't, was it?
There will be an advert that will invite CEOs.
Was there a national advert to invite candidates for the current positions of the CEOs which have now been appointed for an additional 5 years? Is there such an advert?
It's still coming.
So these ones who have been appointed for 5 years, there was no advert for their appointment.
It's an extension in terms of the regulation.
So their extension, there was no advert.
It doesn't need an advert. It simply needs
there was no shortlisting process.
Performance.
Well, you're telling me about the legislation that you can't even tell me. DDG, I don't know. I think I'll spend my whole 20 minutes on this question. Can you take us to the regulation that allows for an extension of 5 years in the Skills Development Act?
Yeah, if you can allow me to do that, I will do it. The fact of the matter, Chair, that regulation is there, and that's the regulation that informed.
I think the DDG should just share the regulation.